hope you're having a great day. Today is a Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? I don't even know what the day is. It is Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. Even I don't even know what the day is. No, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope that your morning is going well. If it's not, then hopefully by the end of the video and the rest of your day, as the day goes on, it will get better and better. So I got up today and I've been just kind of sitting at my desk there and just kind of, some days like people are like, oh, you go, and I do a lot, but I do a lot of resting, and I do a lot of, you know, quiet time. Not a lot, but I do get some quiet time in there. And so today was a quiet time morning. I woke up, it's 7:45 right now. I haven't done anything but put one load of laundry in. So I just sat at my desk and I just sat for a little bit, and I just had my cup of coffee and I had some quiet time with the Lord, put on my praise and worship music and just sat and just talked and just prayed and just had some moments. And I was like, okay. I started thinking about my day a little bit today and what I needed to do, how I was gonna do it, because I have a busier next couple days. And I was like, I'm gonna do a big freezer meal day. And I'm like, do I really do it on Friday, or do I just film it on Saturday and make it be like Friday? And I was like, I don't know. So then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit for a few, and I did. And then I was like, okay, time to get up and do something. And so I wrote down, I put in my planner what kind of, I don't really plan out too much of what I'm gonna do every day, but I have ideas. And so today I had some things written down because someone had asked me, they posted, they said, do you have any tidbits for planning? Do you have any chore list or any systems that work, or what do you do to organize your life, Amy? How do you do it? And so I was just thinking about today, and I'm like, I don't follow a particular system. I don't follow anything, or how do I do it? I don't have like the miracle method of like, this is how you do things to make life work. No. But today I'll share with you what I do, little tips and tricks, things that I do for myself to plan out my life. I have, for those of you who don't know me, stay-at-home mom of 10 kids, also run full-time business, homeschool my kids, plan everything, pretty much get to do it. And how do I do that? That's what I'm gonna share with right now. So that's what I'm gonna share from the beginning. I realized yesterday's video, after I came home and started editing it about homeschool, and I was like, wow, that was like just one video. Hold on. All right, for those that don't know, I also have a dog that likes to bark, so she's outside right now barking, probably the kitty cat, so we'll just leave her for a few minutes. So then you guys, yesterday's video, I was like, wow, that could have just been one video without adding in all the extra stuff. But you got a really long video yesterday. Maybe you will today with me talking to you. I'll still share my day, what I do, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, life, I don't know, we'll find out in a little bit here. But planning my day. Do you have to buy the right planner? Do you have to have the right this? Do you have to buy the right book to plan out your day? Do you have to follow the right system? What do you do? Where do I even start, Amy? You know what you start with? You start with what bothers you the most. That's what I did. I didn't become a organized person. I was kind of looking back, trying to just remember what I did back in the day, and I have as early as 2015, because that's when I started I have my laptop here. I was like, what are you looking at, Amy? I'm looking at my laptop with my blog. I started blogging way back 2015. So I kind of looked down there to kind of see, just to remember things, because you know, this mom is older, she forgets. And I was like, what did I do before then? I had a lot of clutter. I mean, I was always somewhat organized, but I still had like things that stressed me out. Trying to make things work. My kids have lived through chore ways. I followed different books. I've done this, I've done that. But how it all started was, this was before internet, pre-internet. I remember going to my library and just looking up books on homemaking and, you know, different cooking things and how to make my home and the art of homemaking. All these things. I just searched homemaking in the old-fashioned card catalog. Oh yeah. At the library. That was a long time ago, and just got every book I could get. I remember getting hints from Heloise, remember that book? Just reading books on being a homemaker and how I wanted to be one and be a good one. And so that's where the desire came out of. Did it start right away? No. I started implementing different things I'd read and go, oh, let me do that little trick, let me do that little trick, and slowly 25 years later got to where I am right now. It takes time, so don't be frustrated if you're watching my vlogs and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do that. No, don't. It doesn't happen in a day. It can't. This has been a work in progress for many, many years. I would suggest, if you don't know, get yourself a pad of paper, old-fashioned paper, a pencil, and just start writing out what stresses you out, what frustrates you, your grocery list. Making a grocery list stresses you out. Planning menus for the week stresses you out. Your kids and what it's expected of them stresses you out. When you have your Bible time, kind of what frustrates you because you don't know what to do, write that down. Your menu plan, what else? Kids schedule, your cleaning schedule, your home. Like what frustrates you, your day, your lack of how to plan your day. What stresses you out? Write it down. Write it down on a list. All right, got your list done. Guess what you do now? Now you go through that list, you go, what? All right, what's most stressful to me? What is the most stressful thing to you? Is it your Bible time? Let's just use an example. Is it? I don't know. Is it your Bible time? All right, so you make a plan. Start with just that. Don't worry about the groceries. I mean, you'll figure out, do what you've always done for groceries. Start with this time and go, all right, how can I fix that? What can I do? Can I do a Bible reading plan? Sure. The Bible Hub app is a free app. Free. I'm not sponsored or anything. Just I know that it has a free app, and you can go on there and get Bible plans, and it'll tell you what to read every day. Genius. I've done it before, and it would literally give you a notification. You've read your Bible today, or you didn't, and then I would try to catch up. And so it was encouraging because they had like a little self-motivation. Let me let poor Maxine in. If that stresses you out, get on one of those plans so you know what to read. Myself, I'm reading with my viewers here on Saturday. So we're just reading through the Bible. What I do is we're reading straight through. We don't have any plan. We're just reading. Like I'll do, like right now we're doing 15 chapters in the book of Samuel. So I have my little sticky note because for a long time I forgot, and then I was like, wait a minute, threw me off. I put that in my Bible so I know what to read. In my Bible, I highlight things that I want to read. I also have my prayer list right here in sticky note. I go through and write it down so I know what to pray. So when I go to my prayer time, all right, I pray. I have who I pray for, what I pray for, my ministries, my church, my nation. I also have, my pastor encourages us to put an enemy list. What? Pray for your enemies? The Bible says to. Put that list down. On there, different scriptures that the Lord just put in my heart. I wrote them down. So I put them in here and I can read them. Keep that in there. Then you have what you, like all organized in your Bible. I have other prayer requests in the back. Things, visions, things that God has given me about my life. Wrote those down. With the day, things like that, prayer requests, with day, things that I have personally, all in my Bible. So when the day comes and I wake up and I go, what do I even do, Lord? I get my prayer list out and I pray. And then there's some scripture. And then I do my Bible reading. I have it written out because I already know what I'm going to do. If that stresses you out, write it down. Get little sticky notes. That helps hugely. All right, grocery list, stress you, or how about planning your meals? Does that stress you out? When you go to eat for the week, do you just go, ugh, what are we going to eat? What am I going to do? It's fine just to have stuff in your pantry and just kind of do whatever. Having a plan helps hugely. Now, I plan for the month. Do you have to plan for the month? No. You can plan for the week. That's how you start out. You start and you plan out a week's worth of groceries, of meals. And then make your grocery list according to that. And then go shopping and have that every single day. That's an easy way to do it. Then after you have a week, you go to 2. Then after, and you just kind of repeat your meals and see if your family does. I mean, we have a variety on here, but do the same. Do Taco Tuesday, do Spaghetti Wednesday. We like a little more variety. That's also, I switch it up. But if your family's okay with the same kind every day, do the same kind every day. Make it easy for you. Then go to 3. We started going to 4 when gas back in 2008 was ridiculous. It was like $5 a gallon where I lived, which was really expensive for us at the time, going from 2 to 5. And so having a large family, like, okay, shopping trips, could not do it every single week, so we did it once a month. And then I knew that once a month I would have all the groceries I needed for the month if I couldn't get back out. So we did it that way. Did I go sometimes and forget? Oh yeah, there was plenty of times I forgot something. Well, guess what? That next time I did not forget something. I didn't get to go to the store every day. I remember going and meeting friends at the park, and then they would literally just go to the grocery store that day and pick up stuff. And they're like, oh, I planned this, but I forgot that. So they just go to the store every single day and pick something up. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But they had that luxury of doing that. A luxury, I don't know if it's a luxury. I think it enables you to be that way. If you're kind of, I say forced. I don't want to be forced in a terrible way. Forced in a good way to have to plan out for the month. Then you do, because you learn, hey, I can't forget it. Does that make sense? I think enabling, if you have that, it makes you be able to be that way. But if you don't have that option, you do. Like if I knew I didn't plan it for the month, well then we would not eat. And we are also very strict on our budget, and I only had like one paycheck was just groceries. So I knew that if, okay, this is what I got to work with. If this is all I have, I'm gonna have to plan a meal out. People are like, well, how do you stay within budget? How do you do all these things? Well, we've had to learn to stick within a budget. I had to learn how to feed my family inexpensively. I've been at the grocery store where I've had to put food back because I didn't have enough money for it. I've been there where, what are we gonna eat this week? I'm gonna have to eat out of my pantry. We've done all these things over and over and over and over and over and over and over over the years. So we've learned to be frugal. We've learned to stay within. Can we spend more? Oh yeah, I know how to do that. We go to the discount store and buy lots of snacks and treats and that, and I'm okay with that. But we've also learned just to cook out of like having basic staples in your home. Been there, done that. I've done both. People watch now, they're like, oh, you do a lot of processed stuff. Well, over the years, we've done very simple stuff. Very simple, very basic, and that's okay. And I don't mind having some processed. I don't mind having a mixture of all of that because it works. My kids don't feel like they don't have something. I feel like they're getting good stuff, and I also feel like they're having snacks and treats just like every other kid in the world does. We don't eat out a lot at all. My husband and I'll have dinner dates and that, but we don't take everybody out because, you know, that costs, you know, over $100, which is okay, but not all the time. We save that for special occasions. And so all of our meals are at home. So I don't mind if they have treats at home because we're not running to the local store having snacks. We're not going out every Saturday getting donuts. We're not out doing this every single day. So variety, do whatever works for you. If you don't want to do any processed food, great, plan it from scratch. I have done that, and that is fine. It's wherever you are in your place of life. I did that. I also learned also frugal ways of food. I've learned, okay, I can't really buy that, so how can I make that? That was made out of homemade stuff. I can't buy the granola because it's expensive, but I can buy oatmeal and all this stuff and make it. And then make it. If you have the time, make it. I had a lot more time, which sounds weird, back then than I do now as far as extra time. I know, even though I had more kids and more time taken to them, but I didn't do full-time work. I didn't do volunteering at my church. I didn't do running kids here and there because we were home all the time. I had a lot more time in my day to experiment and do those things. So you look at your life and your situation and what can I do? I remember sitting going, okay, it was fun for me to go, all right, we eat all these foods. How can we make these healthier or doing them ourselves? And we would take one thing, chicken bouillon. I love my chicken bouillon. You guys know I love my chicken bouillon. $5 a container, great for me. How can I make that myself? Well, guess what? We had a store that had all the ingredients very inexpensively. I learned to make my own. I made my own, loved it. It was healthier, it was great for you. But we moved away from that store. Now, to buy all this stuff is a lot more expensive. So I pay the $5 and just have it all on one thing. But you can still make it, it's just gonna cost you a lot more. So for me, I'm like, pay more of that, a little bit of salt, what are you gonna do? That's how it works. Same thing with food. Can you buy all your snacks? Sure. Can you make them? Yeah, we used to make garbage bag snack mix, I call it. A bunch of crackery, salty things. And we'd buy it and we'd make huge garbage bags full and put them in buckets and have them. That's what we'd snack off of all the time. Great thing to do, fun thing to do with kids, had them at home, could hide them, keep better track on them. Moved here, I'm busy running. If I left that bucket in my pantry, it'd be gone in a second because kids love garbage bag snack mix. So we choose the discount store, which is, I can go there once a month or once every few months and get so many snacks for way cheaper than I would paying for that snack mix. And everybody gets a variety of what they want. And then I can be like, more? Nope, just one. Nope, just one of these, one of these, one of these. That's what we do. You do what works for you and your family. Don't look at channels and go, oh, I need to do all the organic, healthy, whole foods, or I am a failure as a mom. No, you're not. If you can eat boxed macaroni and cheese, then eat boxed macaroni and cheese, because a quarter for dinner is a whole lot cheaper than $2 and $3 for if you had to buy all the ingredients. So don't have any guilt. No, you do what you can do. I'm not promoting and saying eat garbage foods all the time. I'm saying you do what you have to do in your life. There's many third world countries that their food is not all whole foods they get to eat. They only get so many things. Guess what? They're surviving, they're doing fine, and they're living because that's their only choice. So don't let these little videos make you feel bad. I'm like, variety, do whatever is good for you. So that's how food was for my family. So I have my menu. I like this. Sometimes I do it on a menu. Sometimes I print it out on a piece of paper. You've seen that before, where I list all my breakfasts, I've listed all my dinners and my lunches, and we just pick and choose whatever we want. That works for our time of day. This month I'm going to do something different because switching it up is good. So I wrote every single meal in here. Usually, like this week, by the end of the week, I'm going to go, okay, we're not going to do that grilled chicken. I'll cross it off and throw it down at the bottom because we'll have like a leftover day or something different. Does that make sense? Do we follow it to a T? No, not crazy. Like I might go, oh, flatbread tacos. I don't want to do that this week. So then switch it with something else. This just works. This works for me. It's a little sticky thing. I have to get a new one because it doesn't hold up very well. Piece of paper works fine. Back in the day, I remember taking a ruler because I had the time and a blank piece of typing paper and made a menu. Hello, I know. Get yourself a, they have calendars still, don't they? Some businesses give them away. Build it on the calendar. Whatever you gotta do, super easy. A way to make your food planning easier. All right, does shopping stress you out? Oh yes, shopping can stress you out. I get that, it's overwhelming. You get in the store and there's a lot, especially if you deal with anxiety and all those things. The other day, Tuesday. No, last week I shared with you my grocery list. I was thinking, what day did I do that? It was last week. I shared with you my main grocery list. Make something like that. Watch that last week's video. And then you don't have to think about what you have to buy. You already kind of look at your list and go from there. That helps out hugely. Write on a piece of paper, put in a nice typed up thing on your computer if you want to have it forever. Put it in a plastic sleeve, it'll never get bad. Just another way. It takes time that first time, and then you can add to it. I know I just added to my list yesterday. Jane and I were at Chick-fil-A and I was like, oh, Chick-fil-A sauce, I gotta add that to my thing. Remember that good sauce from Walmart? I ever didn't have that on my list. So then I put in I put a reminder on my phone, and when I got home, I just wrote it in pencil on my main list, so now I won't forget it. You'll make your list, you'll forget things, but then you'll be reminded and go, oh yeah, just pencil it in, write it in, and one day print it off again. Just ways to keep your life easier for food. All right, kids' schedule. Does that stress you out? Kids, I've learned, like to know what's going on. As much as they like their freedom, they like to know what's expected of them that day. It's good to let them know how your expectations of something are supposed to be, and then also the consequences if they don't meet those expectations. And kids do well with, this is what you got to do, get her done, and then you're free. They love that. Kids love that. They do. Much as I don't want to admit it to you, it's good for them because they know what to do. We've done many things over the years. I was looking at my blog here, and different things that we used to use. Stephen Terry Maxwell had this book, and it taught Chore Packs, and I was like, Chore Packs, that's where I started doing some of it. I've adapted it over the years, well, not now, but back in the day, to what worked for me. And they were basically little badges, like little plastic badges. You can buy them at Walmart. They have little clip. There's little plastic badges. They have a little clip. The kids can wear them. You put cards in there for what they have to do that day. That was awesome. That was awesome. Let me show you a little bit. This is what I printed off for. This is like their daily morning chores that I had. They were little cards, and I cut those. And then I took I had these clipboards, you can see, and I clipped their chore pack on it for the day, so they would come out and get their chore pack and start their day. If you don't know what a chore pack is, you can go to their site and check it out, but it's basically every day they would have a daily chore, and so it might say get dressed. The next one would say brush your teeth. The next one would say make your bed. They did that every day. Then maybe Mondays I would have them, or another one would be cleaning room. So they'd have 4 little cards in there. So then they'd put the one in front, and I'd put numbers on them because they would lose them. And the first one said, okay, get dressed. Then they would get dressed. Then they'd take their cards, put the other one behind it, and the next one would say brush your teeth. So they go brush their teeth. They took that one, put it behind it. Make your bed. They'd make their bed. Put that one behind it. Clean your room. Put that one behind it. Then each day, like Monday, I might have them empty their trash. Tuesday might be put dishes away. Whatever chore I broke up for them to do. That was good for them to do until those little packs got gone. And that was fun for a while when I had ones that I could manage. When there was a lot of them, it was a little bit harder because sometimes they'd lose their packs. They wouldn't keep their packs on. It would be gone. So, but that was a good way to start doing the chore packs. Then we went into list. And I just wrote out, I made simple lists for the kids, and it was like eat breakfast and a little picture of eating. Get dressed, put a picture of somebody getting dressed. Pick up your laundry, putting clothes in a basket. Washing up or brush teeth, whatever I had them do, and I put little pictures and I put little boxes that I made after, and they would just check them off, and that was good to do. I find that works easier than having a chore pack because they lose it, but chore packs are fun too. And my kids, after a while, when there were so many, because there was like 10 and then there was a lot of 6 little ones, disappeared chore packs. I don't know where my chore pack is. So I would get frustrated. So the list was born. These are our lists now. I give you guys this free as a download, PDF blank download. This is how we do it. My kids are older. Remember, I have an 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, 10, and 12. Yes, I remember my ages. I had 8, 9, 10, 11, like just a few weeks ago. Isn't that pretty cool? 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a close age, people. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 and 14. It's busy. So what we do now, we print these off. I just do this for elementary down. When they get to middle school, they pretty much know their schedule. Jaden, Brooklyn pretty much know what they have to do. They have to know they get up and get dressed, brush their teeth, take care of their chores. You know, I have specific ones for they know what to do. I don't have to give them a list too much. I have like these kind of individual ones. The younger ones, as they're learning, I write it all out for them. Know that you eat breakfast. Know that you take a vitamin. Know that you brush your teeth, because kids don't remember. Oh, I forgot my vitamin. Oh, I forgot. Why? Give them a list to complete. So they do this. I print this out for the month. There's 4 weeks on here, and then they just mark them off as they go down. I just created this in Microsoft Office, and it was just a chart. Very simple, but just a way for kids to know what's expected. Do my kids go to this always in the morning? No, I gotta remind them, go to your list, go to your list. They know that once their list is completed, they have school and reading. Once that's done, then they're free. That's how it works. When they know what's expected, boom, it's done. That takes the stress out of that. You do that in the morning. If you have stuff for the afternoon, make them a list for the afternoon. If you have evening chores for them, make them a list. All right, after dinner, there's your list that you have to complete, and then you're free. Give them the freedom to choose to either have the freedom to take a break or not. So it works that if they don't get their list done, then guess what? No free time. That's how it works. I always tell my kids, all right, if you don't finish up this and get your school done, well then part time you're gonna be sitting next to me doing your school. And that's not much fun when all the kids are playing. So give them something to do so they know how to get it done and what's expected. And if they don't do it well, okay, go back and do it. Just, it's kind of the consequences. If you don't go out of your home, you don't have a lot, then make a treat and then make them miss out on that treat. We would do shopping, and I had to take all of them. And so it was like, if you are not good and you don't do all the rules, they knew the rules before. It wasn't then I like, oh, you touched things in the store and you know that. No, before we walked in the store, I went through all the rules that they had to do. Don't lean up against other people's cars. Don't rub your hands on people's cars. Don't pick up things in the store. Don't touch the candy in the checkout line. Stay with my cart, one hand on the cart. Don't ask me for anything to buy. All the rules we went through. Yes, Mom. When we left the store, I purposely bought a $2 box of mini ice cream cones or cookies or whatever. Then when they got in the car, the ones that were good got the treat. The ones that did not get. And then guess what? The next time, that one that did not was much better. It's hard those first few times. You just gotta be tough, mamas, just a little bit. So we do that. And when they know what's expected, life is easier. All right, then for myself, how do I plan out my days? Schedules. And I set up a schedule. Stephen Terry Maxwell had a managers of their home book, and that's where I kind of share a lot of that in a video back in the day, like doing this to help your chore organization well, long time ago, a couple months ago. And it helps you realize everything that has to get done in your home, and then you break it up on the days you want to do that. Another reason way I did it before then was based on Little House on the Prairie books. Ma had a day to do everything. She had Monday, she did laundry. Tuesday, she did ironing. She did different things in each day. I don't have to do a whole day of ironing because I don't iron, or a whole day of this, but I designated different days for different things. We had Monday was always laundry day because there was a lot of laundry. So what that means is, do I just do laundry? No. I had to do daily chores as well, but I also did most all of our laundry that day. Washed it, folded it, put it away. Tuesday was I don't remember what Tuesday was. Tuesday was the day that I did my office work, and only on that day would I pay bills, order library books, plan out food for the month, look up menus, look up things on the internet because I didn't look all the other days. That was my day to do all the stuff I would do, office type work. My Wednesday, I'm looking, was my baking day. Every Wednesday we baked. We baked bread every week. We did. We had homemade bread all the time. Not anymore. I haven't made homemade bread in a long time due to time. But we would do that. We'd bake a treat. We'd make an extra meal for a neighbor and take that to them. That was the day kids knew it was baking day today, and they got up and they'd help and we'd bake all day. We could do that. Thursday was my errand day. That means on that day we got everything out of the house that we did. We'd go to the library, to the stores, wherever else we had to go on that day. Got all of that accomplished. Friday was our cleaning day, and that was our deep cleaning day. So now I do things, I usually do my deeper cleaning on Monday. It's just whatever you want to do because that's the day I have it. But Friday was the day we got all the extras done in the house. And so that was my Friday. Saturday was extra projects, family day, and Sunday was rest. That's how we broke up our days back then. Have a day to do different things, different big tasks in your home. For the most part, we had to make your list of daily chores that you have to do. Like, what do you have to do every single day in your life? I have a cleaning schedule. This is how mine looks now. It's super tiny. I've had much more. You can go back to my blog, plainnotsofplain.com. You can see Managing a Large Family series. I have an old one and I have an updated version because things change and situations change, and I grow and I change and I learn. I know what I have to do. I used to have like a list for everybody what they had to do on here. A master one we did a few years ago. That's on there. This is how we do it now. Simple because everybody's in and out of the household. So I can't really accept the 5 ones because Jaden's working. So it just depends. I can't like say you have to do these chores because sometimes they're not here. So I just basically write down Monday everything that needs to be done on Monday. The ones that I do, I don't usually put on here because I know what I have to do. I get up every morning and I make sure the dishes are washed, put in the dishwasher. I wipe everything down. I kind of pick up, and then when the kids get up, they put that stuff away. And they help when I vacuum the floors, clean the bathrooms upstairs. That's what I do. They have a list of extra things to do. So they do a lot of these extra things that have to be done, as well as their other chores. Tuesday, we don't have that much that we do. Wednesday, we do a few extra ones. We add Thursday, a few extra ones. Friday, a few extra. And then I also plan something each week. Each week, instead of doing a huge once a year deep cleaning, spring cleaning, fall cleaning, I kind of do it each month and break it up. Usually, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't do this part for months, and then I have a lot of cleanup to do. However it works in your family. So what I do is I focus on a different area each week. So the first week of the month, my bedding gets washed, and then I also focus on cleaning my living room, hallways, boys' bathroom, and laundry room. That means deep cleaning those areas. That means dusting the fan blades. That means wiping the walls. That means cleaning out the couches. That means cleaning out the areas I don't normally clean out. Laundry room, cleaning out the dust, all that stuff that I don't ever always wipe off on a daily basis. The second week, J&B, Jane and Brooklyn, make sure their beddings get clean. And then the kitchen and dining room get a deep clean. That means wiping the legs off the table, cleaning under the benches. That means cleaning out the stove or the oven, cleaning in cupboards, weeding through, throwing out things that are broken or old or we don't have anymore. That's what we do in that week. The third week, Jensen and Steve and I do theirs. And then my room, my bathroom, and the boys' room get a good deep clean. That's the dusting, the wiping, the organizing, that kind of thing. Same thing with the girls, we do that. And then the fifth week, which is only about 4 times a year, I have garage and freezers because I just clean those out maybe every 3 to 4 months. That helps me organize when I do it. Like right now, this whole month I haven't done any of this because we just did it before the wedding. I'll get back on. I mean, I'm cleaning, washing the bedding, but not always. Like I just did ours and I'm like, okay, I need to clean the other kids' bedding too. So this just reminds us to do it. It just reminds me to do it. Do I have to do it? No, I don't have to do it. Do I have to do the clean out the robot vacuums on Wednesday? No, if I forget, guess what? The next Wednesday we'll do it. That's why it's on here. It doesn't mean I have to stick perfectly. I have to be flexible enough to change because life changes. You have to leave for emergencies. You can't always do something, your power goes out, somebody gets sick. So you don't have to be flexible enough to change no matter what happens for your day. Get yourself, I also do a planner. Do you have to have a planner? No, you don't have to have a planner. I got this at Aldi for like $4. The parent planner. I realized I had one from TJ Maxx and it was a lot shorter. And I thought, oh, let me get a bigger one. I realized I like the shorter one. So next year, I'll get the shorter one for TJ Maxx for $10 versus the Aldi one for $4. But this is good for planning out your day. Do you need this? No. Get yourself a calendar, a free calendar, and write in your day what you need. I do this because I have a lot going on and my days are full every single day. I have lots of writing and lots of crossing off because that's how I remember what I have to do and plan ahead because I have a lot going on for our business, work, kids, ministry, all of that. So my planner is full. Do it on a calendar, whatever works. Just start writing things down so you don't forget to do them. I also do automatic payments for my bills, so I don't have to worry about that. I know when they come out. Plenty of that. I have sticky notes. I use sticky notes a lot for a lot of things in life. These are used. I got one in my refrigerator right now. When I think of something, I write it down, take it off. Every morning I look at my planner and what I have to do for the day and write down what I have to do on my sticky note. And I usually bring that with me and stick it over here. Keep that kind of with me for the day so I know how and what I have to do for the day. I cross it off and I go, end of the day, I go like this and go, all right, list is completed. Get yourself a bigger list, either one, something that you need to write out on. Planning out your menu for the month. I do the same thing. This is my once a month planning thing. I sat down and did dinners, breakfast, lunch, and snacks last month. I've done the dinner, cross it off. I've done breakfast, cross off. Now I'm going into lunch. I'll be doing that. Here's the list because I need some things for my main freezer meals to remember for my lunch freezer meals. Here's my recipe for my pumpkin balls that you guys found for me. A recipe for chocolate zucchini bread because I haven't made it all the time. I keep this list until I'm done with it, and then this will get thrown away. Sometimes I take a picture of it to remind myself of the meals I made for that month and keep it on my phone. We also keep phone reminders. Myself, I keep screenshots. You guys give me ideas and things to remember, so I will take in my photos. I have a ton of, not pictures, screenshots. These are all screenshots on my phone of things to remind myself of. And so once in a while, I don't have very many. If you look, it starts there. That's all I keep. I don't keep a lot on my phone. But once a month, I write down in my planner, go through your phone. So I go through and I figure out what I'm gonna do with that screenshot. If it's a recipe, write it down. If it's something, write it down, stick it somewhere else then on your phone. So my phone stays very clean. I take pictures of the kids. We were at the store So I took pictures of them. There's only a few of items that they wanted for Christmas. Took a snapshot with them. So when Christmas time comes, I can purchase that for them. Phone stays really clean because I don't keep a lot in here. My mail is very small. Some people have a ton of mail. I don't have a ton of mail in my thing. Just I keep it clean. I have a folder that says save these. So I click and save those if I need it. If not, I get rid of it. Plan it, get rid of it if you don't need it. That helps organize my life. What else did I miss? Is that it? It's like there's no perfect way to do anything. There isn't. There's lots of ideas. Just take different people's ideas and what works for you. You might look at mine and go, that does not work for me. And that is quite all right. But if there's something you can take from it, take it and go do it for your life just to make it. I always say, see what stresses you out. What stresses you out the most? Like find out your biggest struggle in your home. Like do you look around and think it's not clean? And then I go, okay, just look and see, is it cluttered? Did you need to declutter your home? Well then, don't do it all in one day. Take a room and just declutter it. Take a drawer and just declutter it. Eventually you'll get done. Sometimes people look and they go, I have to do this all in one day. No, you don't. You have all year. You have your whole life. So if you could just go through and clean out, like if you got to declutter your home, I got a decluttering homemaking series on here. I have 1 week to clean out all your drawers in your kitchen. 1 week. That means every day for 10 minutes, you clean that out. Guess what? That week you're gonna have your drawers cleaned out. Then the next week, clean out your cupboards and your cabinets. The next week we did pantry, refrigerator. We went through all the things in my homemaking with Amy series. And then guess what? In a month, you'll have your whole kitchen decluttered. It'll take you a month. People are like, that took you a month? Yes, it took you a month, but guess what? In a year's time, you'll have your whole house decluttered. You might have to go back and do more, but at least you've done it once. That's the key. You just start with something and work. I love I had a shirt that used to say, how do you eat an elephant? How do you eat an elephant? I don't know if any of you eat elephant, but I don't think that'd be very appeasing. Maybe it is. How do you eat it? If I had to eat it, I would eat it one bite at a time. The same thing in your home. How do you get your home cleaned up? How do you get free from the anxiety and worry of all the things you gotta organize? One bite at a time. Stress you out with your kids? Create a cleaning schedule for them. Start it. You'll have to change it. You'll have to go back. It won't work. You'll have to figure out what you need to fix on it. And just get this perfected. That's it. And then go on to planning your menu. Your menu stress you out? Plan for 1 week. All right, and then at the end of the week, go, okay, I did that wrong, or I did that. Fix it for the next week and do it again and go, okay, I did that wrong, let me fix it. By the third week, go, okay, I got this. I got a whole week's worth of food, I love it. Then plan 2. And then when you get 2, you find all the mistakes and fix it for the next one. Keep going and going till you got a completed product that you are happy with. Same thing with scheduling your life and your schedule. Do the same thing. Figure out what you're gonna do for your day. Plan out your day. Kids do well. I realized in school and daycares, they have a set schedule for everything they do. It's good to be flexible, but it's great to have your day planned out hour by hour. I know that's crazy. I just think that's nuts. We tried scheduling every single half hour of our day. It was a little stressful, but then I realized if I just schedule part of it, now this is kind of what we do in this day, that works easier. Have your kids know that every morning from 9 to 9:30 is breakfast, then that's it. Breakfast is done. They have to do their chores in school from such and such a time. This time is reading time. This time is chore time. If they know that, it's what's expected. Don't worry about having every half hour on the hour, but if you have a rough time, okay, breakfast is at this time, lunch is at this time, and dinner is at this time every day. After those times, we have to do time to clean up. That's what's expected. We do it every day. It doesn't change. Set that. We go to the park every day. Make a plan to go to the park every day for a few hours. However and whatever you need in your life, that's how you plan it. All right, I feel like I did a lot of talking there, so hopefully that was good. So we're gonna move on with our day. It's Wednesday, I'm gonna put on my supplies back. I'm gonna get my kids up. I'm doing laundry right now because Monday I did all my laundry and forgot for somehow to bring up the girls' laundry. I went down there yesterday and I was like, whoa, how come you guys have so much laundry? And I'm like, oh, I never had you bring the basket up. So, my own fault. Look, I've been doing this for a long time and just forgot. So laundry's going. The house is pretty much picked up. We're gonna do school today. We're gonna do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, our freezer meals. Lunch, we still got leftovers, and dinner, I think it's on my menu. We're having Salisbury meatballs instead of Salisbury steak. I think Fallon from the Moss family, she made Salisbury steak. I'm like, ooh, that's really good. So instead of making patties, you can, but I bought the meatballs because I love the taste of the meatballs, and the meatballs were cheaper than it was to buy hamburger to make it. So I'm gonna make Salisbury meatballs, either over, probably not potatoes because the kids won't like that, but noodles. We'll have it over noodles, and that'll be an easy dinner again today. So we're gonna get out. It's a little cooler today. Get outside. I know fresh air is good for us. Jaden's got to work today. What else do we have? Maxine was throwing her bacon ball when she was barking. I usually just throw it in the house, but finally I took her outside and threw it down her little thing back here, and then she just left her bacon ball. She left it. I'm like, what are you doing? So I just wrote it on my list. That's all I have to do is get her bacon ball. I have donuts written down. I might make some donuts today. We made them last week. Dip them in butter though to keep the moisture, and I think I might do that. So I might do that today. I'm gonna see how the day goes. If you just come along with me, I think that's awesome. If you stuck around this far, then way to go. So I have to ask if you would subscribe to my channel if you want. If you don't want to, that's okay too. Subscribe. There's a subscribe button. Most of my viewers are not subscribers. It used to be kind of split. Now it's like way off. And so if you would subscribe, click that subscribe. You can also click the notifications. They'll let you know when I post a video, which is every single day except Sunday. So thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your watching. I appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate all your comments, positive and negative. They help me grow as a person, and they also encourage me. So, all right, let's get going with our day. I've talked. I'm done talking. Let's go. I'm gonna go flip laundry. I won't show you that, but I'm gonna go flip a load of laundry. All right, slow moving morning for the Maryon household, which is okay. I got Jaden off to work. So I've just been slowly, I haven't filmed anything because it's probably a longer video yesterday and one today a little bit with me talking. I don't know because I didn't actually pay attention to the time, but I have just washed dishes that were in my sink, set them in here because Autumn puts those away. I've got laundry rolling. I just quickly checked our bathroom, sprayed a toilet to wipe it with a paper towel. That was all I did. I'm gonna get breakfast for the kids. Stephen wants a sausage sandwich and a breakfast yogurt cup for Jensen. So I'm gonna get that. So having these breakfast meals on hand, it helps hugely because all I gotta do is go to the refrigerator, grab it out, heat it up. Maddie's gonna have one of these too. They're gonna have it just easy. It makes my life easier than having to make eggs, cook the eggs, wash the pans. It's a lot of work, and then get a good breakfast. Better than, because I would have for cereal and milk, so out of ease. These work great. These are the wax paper sheets. So here, this is the child's breakfast sandwich they're gonna eat. These are already in a little thing. They just eat these. It's easy. Make your lives easier. Whatever's stressful, fix. Breakfast is stressful to me, so all done. All right, I'm gonna go feed them. I'm actually letting them eat in the room. I know, gasp. I do crazy things once in a while. I said you can have a chill wake up morning. So they're kind of chilling in the room, waking up slowly, watching a movie. I'm okay with that. That breakfast, we'll get school done and have our day. I'm not worried about, sometimes we don't have to have a fast moving day. We can have a chill, relax day. They'll get all their work done. They'll do their chores before they do other video games, but they can at least wake up slowly. I like to wake up slowly. Do you like to wake up slowly? I do. All right, let me get that. All right, did school with the kids. So I'm gonna do a little bit of baking today, some fall desserts. But what I did next is I took out freezer meals for the next couple days. We're gonna have the chicken satay, the peanut chicken satay, the Thai one, and flatbread tacos. So I'm gonna put those in my refrigerator and get out the one that I put in there a few days ago for the Salisbury meatballs. So I'm gonna start dinner, heating it up, just so it's cooked. This is the Salisbury Steak meatballs. I'm just gonna put it in a pan on my stove, heat it up, boil some noodles to put over pasta. I'm not gonna do that right now, but just heat this up. And then I'll start mixing up my, I'll probably do pumpkin bars with crunchy toppings. So I'll put this in like this, add a little bit of water, and then that's gonna be dinner tonight. Fill the bag up to get the stuff out. All right, I'm gonna make pumpkin pie bars with crunchy topping. I remember eating this, and my grandma Mary would make this pretty similar to this all the time as a kid for Thanksgiving. I loved it because it was pumpkin pie basically, but it had like crunchy stuff on top, and it was so good. So I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna follow my recipe. Basically, it's pumpkin mixture, and then you put cake mix on top with usually use pecans. I don't have pecans or pecans. I'm gonna use almonds because that's what I have. So we're gonna mix it up. I'll put the recipe on the screen. All right, somebody told me I'm gonna be disappointed with this. I am disappointed with this. I need my good can opener. I'm gonna look on Amazon. There was one that they had at Walmart, made in America, and it worked awesome, and the kids got it wet. Well, now I use this one, and it does not work as well, so I'll be getting another can opener. Can opener. Can never find one that has worked forever at all, but I'm gonna look on Amazon today. All right, instead of, I have to have melted butter, instead of taking it out of here and making it get in there, put it in here. When it melts, it'll come out, just pull the paper off. Oh, I thought, I'm over here boiling some apple cider because I'm gonna make some more donuts today too. So let's mix this up. that was so fast. I put together in like 2 seconds. It's in the oven, it's baking. Next I'm gonna make is apple dapple cake. We've been making this cake forever, and it is so good. It's so good. I'm gonna make it the way you normally do with topping, but you don't even have to put any topping on it. It is that moist and good without it. So I've got some apples to use up because of all of our apples that we had for our bushel. So I'm gonna just cut some apples up first, and then I'm gonna mix this off. You can make it in a bundt pan, which I might do. If I have a bundt pan, I don't know if I have a bundt pan, but I've done it for cupcakes. But if I don't have a bundt pan, I'll just do it in a 9x13 pan. So I'm gonna mix that up next. All right, you don't need one of those fancy schmancy contraptions to chop your apples up. I did because I have one, I use one, and it just makes it nice and diced and easy to do. You can chop it up by hand. You can even put it in the food processor and more puree it to shredded pieces, whatever you feel. I have apples in my face. Whatever you feel you have time for. I just did that. You can just chop it up. So I have a lot here. I only need 3 cups for this recipe. I'll probably put in 4. The rest I'll put in a bag and put in the freezer for something else. So let's mix this all up. Put the recipe on the screen. Autumn just said, Mom, is that the cake that I like? And I said it is. I usually only make it at fall time, so it's one of her favorites. All right, so Maddie spread the pan. You're some bake. Maddie says, hi. She's doing fun baking. So she's spreading it out. You bake that. I put way more apples because it'll make it more moist. You don't have to, you can do less. I use maple flavoring instead of vanilla just because I like the flavor of maple. Use vanilla if you don't have any flavor at all. It'll be completely fine, I guarantee it. These, it'll be so good. This is just leftover apples. I'm just gonna freeze these solid. I'll write apples because I might think they're potatoes. Well, probably not because there's red on them. We can use this for another cake or whatever we want to use. Apple pie, squares, anything in the future. So we'll put this in the oven. All right, I'm gonna start, I have to go pick up Jaden, but we're gonna mix up, you don't even know that. I'm gonna mix up the donut mixture, and after the oven's done, we'll start baking the donuts. We're gonna follow it exactly and coat it in butter and the sugar, even though some said not to see how it lasts longer. They were really good the day after, just the original recipe minus all the extra flour. But now we'll do the sugar and butter, or coat it in butter first, and then see if that's even better. So let's mix them up. All right, so we got our first batch of donuts in the oven, and we just pinched off the bag. Now last time they said to fill them about halfway, but they were real flat and I didn't feel like they were really good. So we filled them up a little bit more, so hopefully that will help. So now our cake is out and our pumpkin bars are out. So this is how they look. Delicious. You can just eat this way. It is plenty sugary and sweet, but we're gonna have the frosting to make it extra, because extra is good. So we're gonna mix the frosting up. The status of how these taste. Oh yes, like
lots of sugar.
Lots of sugar, but these taste more like the apple cider donuts you would get at the Apple Orchard, because they are deep fried and full of sugar. So if you want a healthier version, skip dipping them in the butter and just eat them. That's fine too. That's totally fine. Those are good. We made them the other day, but as the day when I was like, okay, that actually tastes good. They just absorb all the sugar. This actually, they will stay like this. This is really good. We got a lot on there. I didn't think we get that many donuts. So 2 whole pans, which is really good. So, all right, we're clean up. We're waiting for the next batch. This frosting will kind of, for the apple dapple cake, will kind of thicken up a little bit. This is what the pumpkin looks like. We'll let this cool. The top is a little bit crusty, which is really nice. Let it cool and cut. It's delicious. So I'm gonna clean up while this last batch is baking. We're gonna do some more dipping in butter and just sugar and yummy deliciousness. All right, check out our desserts here. Look at this, the apple dapple cake, delish. I can't wait to cut it and show you. And the pumpkin pie bar is so good. These donuts, ooh, by far, oh yeah, winner, chicken dinner, but not chicken, but like apple cider donut winner. So good. Definitely like you would buy at the Apple Orchard. If you want the healthier version, do like I did last week. So good. So we've got these, and these. So all looking good. This is my dinner, my frozen meal. This is our Salisbury steak. Look at that. This is really good. Tastes delicious. I'm not even gonna thicken it. I had to thicken it with cornstarch and water. Not going to. It's perfect. Taste delish. I'm gonna boil some water here for some noodles. All right, I'm gonna go clean up my mess now. All right, so we cut into the dessert. Now the pumpkin pie stuff, it has to sit and, like, you know, pumpkin pie, if you eat it warm, it's just okay. But you want it to get cold. So this is the pumpkin pie. Let's try. Oh yeah, it tastes like warm pumpkin pie. Warm pumpkin pie is not my favorite. I like cold pumpkin pie, but that is good. That flavor is gonna be good. So let's try the cake. This is what it looks like here. Cut in there. So here's a little piece right here. Oh wait, this one was mine. There's the cake. All right, the cake is good. It tastes like apple maple cake. Good. Winner. Maddie's over here taste testing with me. So good. The pumpkin pie stuff has to definitely sit. Put that in the refrigerator, and then it's so good. But oh yeah, so good. All right, delicious.
I got good.
Maddie says this a 10. Pumpkin pie she doesn't love. Well, it's gotta get cold.
This.
Maddie says pumpkin, but it's just gotta get cold. Was it a 0?
3.
Well, we gotta let it get cold. Let me let it get cold and then we'll do that. My water's boiling, let me add my noodles in there. All right, so my baking is done for the day. So done with baking today. But we got some mail today. We got some mail, look at this. Is this not cute in here? This is from, I don't know how to say her name. She is from Israel. On my blog, on my YouTube channel, she always, it's the Tally Deckel giver. Is that how you say it? Tally, D-E-K-E-L-G, this is how I spell it, T-A-L-I-D-E-K-E-L-G-V-I-R. She's from the Holy Land, Israel. So she said something really sweet and nice that she loves watching the family, and thank you for your time, help, and encouragement on YouTube, watching you and your family. And I got you guys something special from Israel, and she loves us, and to keep us safe and praying a blessing over us. So that was super sweet. So she said, this is really cool. First thing I saw was mask. I think a while ago I was having a hard time finding masks. I know you can find them, but she sent me an unopened package of masks for everybody. Everybody needs these. So we got those, and then she said, look at this. Then she sent this. Look at this, is made in the Holy Land. That's pretty cool there, but it's got a little water in the, I think it's the soil from there. That was pretty, so fun. She sent a couple shirts, some Ralph Lauren polo shirts for the boys, and just cute little things. I thought that was super sweet. Some purple ones, because she said Greg loved purple. And then she sent some holy, this stuff. This was really neat. One of my other viewers sent us this too, and this was really neat. And it is pure water from the Jordan River, earth from Jerusalem, olive oil from Bethlehem, frankincense, and olive wood cross from the Holy Land. So that was pretty cool. So I saw there was one for Amy and Greg, and one for Lauren and Matthew. And that's pretty cool, because the last one I have it on my desk. You guys see in my videos, I have it up on the shelf. I just actually put it in my drawer. And this is the oil that I use for anointing when I pray over my house. I pray around things around my home. So that's cool. Lauren and Matthew will have one, and I'll have an extra one here that we can share around. So super cute. So that was so sweet. So thank you. Oops, was that it? Oh, there's more. Oh, there's like earrings. Sent some earrings, and I didn't even see it. There was another bag full of stuff. Oh, a pin. Look at that. That's a cute pin. Remember I was talking about the pins holding my thing together? I didn't see that in there. I just thought that was a bag. A couple paperweights, all that good stuff. So lots of cute little things in here. So thank you so much for sending that. We are so appreciative of that. All right, I'm gonna do some, I cleaned up, Jake put the dishes away for me. I'm done in this kitchen, almost. I'm boiling my water, I'm gonna go dump this out. I'll show you what dinner's gonna look like. All right, so dinner, I'm waiting for green beans in the microwave. I just heated up some, I made a mini bowl just to show you, because I didn't wanna wait till dinner tonight. I wanna be finished today with my day a little bit earlier. It is only 3 right now. I'm gonna go sit and edit so I can finish. We're gonna go to the park, and then we'll come home and have dinner, and I'm gonna rest tonight. Do a little bit of sitting. I wanna sit tonight. I can sit, right? Sitting's good. I wanna do that tonight. So this is what it looks like. This is a mini bowl. So this is a Salisbury steak. It's a meatball, basically. But it's so tender and delicious and tastes amazing. Now the sauce, do you see how it's not coating the noodles like it should thicker? That's okay. If you want it thicker, add cornstarch and water, make a little gravy. I don't mind it this thin. They'll barely coat them and then eat them. And then I have some veggies here. But this is so good. Taste like Salisbury steak. I don't know. It tastes just like Salisbury steak is what it is. So it's delicious. So definitely make this as a keeper meal. Love it. I did mine with meatballs, but it's delicious. But it makes just the noodles lighter, but so good. Normally use curly noodles. I didn't have any. I had one package. So this is dinner tonight. All right, stepping outside here. Look at heaven's blowing some leaves. The kids over there playing. Look at that sunshine. It's a gorgeous day. So what this, oh, sunshine. So what this mom is gonna do is she's gonna go inside, work on this video, probably take me about an hour, maybe hour and a half. And then I'm gonna grab my kids and we're gonna go to the park. We're gonna go to the park, get some fresh air because it's beautiful out. Come home and have some of the delicious dinner. Those donuts, oh yeah, one donut was plenty. Very, very full and filling because it's so sugary, so watch yourself. Less sugar if you want, but so good that way. I'm sure we'll see how Greg likes it that way. I'll let you know tomorrow. So, all right, I'm gonna go. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm gonna see you guys again tomorrow. All right, bye.